Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's pick a card reading. So in this video I thought we'd look back into their thoughts, feelings and intentions. I realised I haven't done a romance or a feelings related video for a little while, and I have actually been really busy with personal readings lately, so forgive me, but I haven't been able to put out as much content as usual. But hopefully I'm trying to get into more of a flow and be more organised, and so I can keep putting out these pick a card readings. Okay, so enough about that. Let's get straight to the pile selection. So here we go. We've got pile number 1, 2, and then 3. So go ahead and make your choice. Feel free to pause the video here whilst you make your choice. You can take a moment to just relax. You can close your eyes. It's what I like to do. Close my eyes, open them, whichever one I'm drawn to. Okay, but each to their own. Okay, just make sure you use your gut instinct and your intuition to lead you to the pile for you. Okay, and then once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. Okay, and if you'd like a private reading, check the description box below where you'll find the link to my Shopify. Okay, so let's get straight to your reading. Okay, so group number 1, you were drawn to this Ace of Inspiration. Okay, so that might be quite telling already as to how your person feels and what they're thinking and what their intentions are. And it definitely feels like there's a lot of passion here. It does feel like a new passion. So whether you knew this person before and a spark ignited, or if this could be a reignition of a spark. But it just feels it may be an inspiring relationship that you have, or some kind of interaction that's creative. And oh, wow. First card that I draw after this one, Loyal Heart. Okay, and the number 35. Okay. And then we've got Yin. Okay, this is such a beautiful connection, I feel already. But this makes sense, okay, with Yin and then Loyal Hearts, because even though this is a beautiful card to get, and that's something that you definitely want in a person, and the person that you feel loyal towards, that they are loyal towards you. And that's the thing here, okay? So no matter what's actually going on in your connection, and even if this is a brand new connection, it just feels maybe very weirdly for you that you feel loyal to them, okay? Because I feel like this is a reciprocal energy. So if you're feeling that energy towards them, I feel like they're feeling that towards you, okay? But what I do feel is that there's a disconnection in communication or action being voiced, okay? Because with Yin energy, it's the feminine, divine feminine. So it's the introverted action. Okay, so there might be a lot going on below the surface, but not a lot above, okay? It may be that there's no physical action or communication right now, okay? But I definitely feel like they're thinking about you, and you know, if you're the divine feminine watching this, then yeah, it's like they're maybe thinking about how feminine you are and how beautiful you are, and you just exude this this nurturing energy. But I also get this very sexual power, like maybe you have this hold over them with your physical beauty. Okay, if they're the divine feminine watching this as well, it may be something that they're channeling right now. They're channeling their divine feminine energy in order to draw you in. I'm definitely feeling like this magnetic pull between the two of you, okay? And it's very intense, but there's also a lot of bright energy, like bright colors. And yeah, I don't know if one of you wears really bright colors, or you know, the other one, or maybe even there's a synchronicity in the clothes that you wear. Maybe you align, you match colors, or there's something that's very compatible about that. I don't know. And maybe you don't know that yet. This may even be about their interiors of the house. Maybe you share something that's very similar. Also seeing something with a mirror here. I don't know if you have the same mirror. I know that would probably be very specific. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through. Yeah, I feel drawn to this deck. What's this one called again? Oh my God. I just looked at the box. It's the Divine Feminine, of course. So I just don't frequently use this deck, but I felt drawn to it. And yeah, so there we go. Divine Feminine energy for you, which is going to be, I mean, this may be a female-female connection. But again, it may be that, I mean, it could be male-male, but there's a lot of stuff going on underneath. As I said, it's introverted energy, not extroverted at this moment, okay? Because remember, This is their current feelings, current thoughts and intentions, which can and will change because naturally they always do. As you know within yourself, the pattern is like you're never going to feel exactly the same about anything. Maybe from one moment to the next, maybe 1 year to the next, you know. Timing is obviously indicative of, you know, everyone's own individual experience. Okay. So Queen Esther, the morning star, my ego is in service of my soul and I trust my soul's divine timing. Sorry, I know I put some emphasis on the word soul there, but it's just speaking to me. That's the thing. I feel like this is a soul connection, I do. And whether or not you believe in soulmates or twin flames, if you do, I feel like this is more of a kind of soul mate or soul connection, soul contract. But ego is also popping out here too. And divine timing. Oh my God. Yes, so much. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's really nice to be back. I feel like I haven't recorded a YouTube video in, I don't know, a week or two. And I'm just really, I don't know, I'm just loving this reading anyway for you. Just remembering why I did this, you know, I really do enjoy it. Okay, yeah, so something to do with ego. It may be that there's a lot of pride. Maybe your pride's getting in the way of communicating, and again, that could be reciprocal. So you both could be kind of living in your egos a little bit. And, you know, it's stemming from a place of fear and a worry about being rejected, ultimately. You know, having to put on this front or this facade and appear that, you know, you have your shit together and, you know, nothing phases you, and this connection. And that's almost what it feels like, that you're having to put on this front, like, I'm not fazed by you, and maybe they're doing the same, okay? So what else is coming through? And it may be as well that you feel like you're having to wait for this person. It may be that it's like you feel in your heart that this is right, but maybe that, yeah, the timing is off for some reason, which we can have a look at. So we've got Green Tara, the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. Yeah, so it really does feel like your person has got a lot going on in their heart chakra. And again, through their kind of, the feminine energy, the divine yin energy is coming through so strongly, I feel. And that's what I almost sense with them, that they're feeling a lot. So they may be thinking about this a lot, but I just sense that they feel it really, really intensely. So even if you never speak, it's almost like this, I mean, it could be like love at first sight. But I don't know, you could have met them before, or this sudden reignition at first sight, okay? But it feels like, yeah, that they're feeling compelled to come towards you. Clearly there is something holding them back, hence all of this introverted energy, and hence the reason why you're curious as to how they feel, because they're obviously in some way not expressing it to you. Okay, so we can look at what is blocking them in a moment. But I can definitely tell you that they are feeling what you're feeling, okay? They are compelled just as much as you are to come together, but there's obviously some details or something that needs to be figured out first, okay? Okay, Sekhmet. The Red Lady, I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. Okay, this reminds me of the Strength card, so card of Leo. And that makes sense as well with that loyal heart, because Leos are fiercely loyal. So your person may have some Leo placements in their inner planets. You could also as well. Or any of the fixed signs tend to be more loyal because they're fixed to it. And so if they're emotionally fixed, or, you know, through their pleasures, if their Venus is in a fixed planet, for instance, or their moon, sun, whatever. So it may be that they have those placements. Not even necessarily, it could have like a Sagittarius moon, you know, is expansive, and when they love something, they love it to a huge degree, okay? So it just feels like this is a really big kind of love, and like a stand out in the crowd type of love. I don't know if you two are kind of known, or your person is known publicly, or that you'd be this kind of power couple. And I see them thinking that, like, that you would be somebody that would, you'd be like their divine counterpart. Like, you both would look good together, something about the way that you would look. Like, you just look like you fit in some way. I see them thinking that. And I almost feel like they want to show you off as well. Like, they want to show you off to people. Again, being in that sort of proud Leo energy, like, it's like they want to take you out, and yeah, show you off and be like, you know, look who I have. Like, they'd be really proud to be with you. Okay, so it's definitely not a that they would be ashamed of you in any way, if any of you were concerned, which I don't really feel like most of you are, but if you are having doubts, yeah, it's not about that. If anything, they really want to be loud and proud about you, okay? This is a very like dramatic energy, and I feel like your person may be a bit dramatic at times, maybe quite, yeah, just loud. And I mean, maybe, yeah, I feel like that's their energy, but maybe they're not showing that to you. Maybe when they're around you, they're a little bit more quiet or subdued, or they don't know what to do with themselves. So maybe that also is in turn making them feel like a little crazy. Like, how are you doing this to me? I'm such a confident and, you know, out there person, extroverted person, and you're making me feel like I don't know, like I'm quivering inside, like I don't know what to do. There's a level of intimidation there. So again, that may be why they're feeling like you're their match. But they're not quite sure how to approach you or what to do at this point. They're definitely taking a bit more time to observe before coming in. But Leo's also this very strong energy, so I do feel like it may be quite soon that they're just going to explode, and just let you have it, but just let it all out in some way. Okay, so before I move to the tarot, I just wanted to look at a native spirit for you. So, okay, spirit of fire, yes, okay, yeah, your person is attracted to you, so much so. There is a lot of passion here. They physically need to be around you, and I just feel like you ignite something within them. And again, I do feel like that's reciprocal. There is this burning desire within the two of you. You both want each other. You both want to be with each other. So yeah, let's take a look at naturally what's stopping this. So yeah, I was going to do the other deck, but I picked this one up, so I feel like this is what you need. This is the deck you need, okay? All right, what is blocking this connection or blocking them from approaching you or making this work? Okay, so we've got the Magician, interesting. Four of Swords. Three of Cups in reverse. Ten of Swords. I'm just make sure that you guys can see. King of Coins. Okay. So I do feel like your person has, I mean, this is either that they're very focused on material matters right now. It could be their work is a high focus for them. Okay. This could also be about moving. For some of you, they might be moving out, moving house, or helping someone else moving house, perhaps. But it just feels like they're in a selfish energy, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean in terms of they're having to put all their focus into themselves and the physical matters around them. So it could be that they're in some financial difficulty right now. Not necessarily. It could just be that they're maybe closing out a business deal, or they're very focused on building something or moving. And I almost sense that they really want this to work with you. So, and I just get the sense maybe they're into law of attraction, or maybe there's someone that's naturally optimistic, or, you know, works with their energy very well, because I just feel like they have quite a lucky streak. They're either very lucky or they're very good at using positive manifestation, whether they're aware that that's what they're doing or not. I just feel like maybe that's something that's very natural within them. And I just feel like they are almost calling in you. But it's like they know that they have to get things aligned first in the physical before they, I mean, this is just in their own mind, so they may not feel like they can live up to, you know, you. I think they have you on a bit of a pedestal, so they may be a little bit tentative about, you know, do I come in towards you, do I focus on this? It's like their heart and their soul, their fire is calling towards you, but it's like something is grounding them and telling them they need to sort something out, because also with the Four of Swords, it's like I feel like they're very tired right now, like mentally they're exhausted. So they're needing to take a little bit of time out, and that's really what you want. Anyway, you don't want them to come in when they're in a bad place or a low vibration, because think about it, it sets the tone for the relationship, how it starts, you know, like how the day starts. That's why it's so important to try to be in a positive mindset for the beginning of the day, so it helps to, you know, create more of that good stuff for the rest of the day, because, you know, like attracts like. So yeah, that's why it's better that this person comes in when they're in this healthy mindset, when they're in this place of, okay, I'm ready to create something, start something, I have the energy, I've given myself the time to rest and to focus on the material stuff, and now I'm here for you. Okay, this might also be something you're focused on as well. There can be some mirroring energy, remember? So take what resonates. Sometimes it can be mixed slightly, but especially when it's like a soul contract relationship like this, there is going to be a lot of mirroring going on between the two of you. Okay, so yeah, I almost feel like, because yeah, we've got the 10 of Swords, 3 of Cups. So yeah, there's a sense of, I don't know, this could be a third party situation. It could be with the 3 right there, love triangle. But it could be that there's an interference, or there was an interference, okay? So for some of you, this could be a personal, like a person that comes in as an interference, or that's why there's been a block. For some of you, this could be alcohol as well, okay? I'm just going to give the scenarios that I'm feeling. So yeah, for some of you, it could be that they're drinking a lot to excess, to kind of squash out this exhaustion and mental stress that they're going through. Maybe even the loss or the missing of not having you in their life. It could be for some of you. For others of you, this could be more about feeling lonely and isolated and not really, either not having that confidence or courage to come towards you, and be something about being friends, not being friends. Something to do with friendship vibes, yeah. So again, either spending a lot of time with friends or not enough. Yeah, I don't know if that's making any sense for anybody. And then 10 of Swords, yeah, in reverse. So yeah, I feel like they just want to come out of this very negative place they've been in their mind. This low period. You know, this was like end of the line for them, okay, when this was upright. This was end of the line where they were like, I can't move any further forwards. You know, this is kind of, can even be like backstabbing energy. This could be how they even feel towards someone else. If this is a third party situation, that could be, again, they didn't want to cause some of these issues. That's also what could be, especially so if you know that your person's been with someone but nothing's happened, for instance. It could be that, you know, they wanted to wait until they were single before starting something with you, which again is very honorable. So I certainly would respect that energy, but, you know, no judgment regardless, whatever your situation is. It just feels like they didn't want to cause pain either for themselves or inflicting it upon others, okay? So so those are the blocks. Just get some more clarity on how they feel about you. Okay, so we've got Queen of Inspiration reversed, the Emperor, Seven of Inspiration. Okay. Wow, so it does really feel like they are coming out of this dark phase that they've been in, okay? This is them gaining control here. Okay, so we've got more fire here as well. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is the card of Aries, but this is all fire, okay? So they're definitely, again, feeling passion. But maybe it's like controlled at the moment. It's controlled passion. Or it's like they're trying very hard to maintain that control. It may also be that when they don't see you, they feel in control. So I'm not sure if you are in separation right now, more than likely I'd imagine, but, you know, not necessarily. This could be somebody that you live with currently. It could be, you know, again, this reignition of something, but it feels like there's some kind of separation going on, and it could be more of a emotional separation. You could be together in the physical but not connected emotionally, etc. But I'm not really feeling that. I feel like emotionally and passionately there's a connection, but it feels like the action is lacking, okay? Your person either is seeing you, yeah, I feel like they're either seeing you as kind of distant right now. Again, this could be physical distance, like you're just not seeing each other. Or that you are kind of focused on other things. You're focused on your passions and your projects, and you're not really engaging with them right now. So yeah, and it may be, again, that they feel like they're more in control when they're not around you. And it's not that they don't want to see you, because that's something that they feel called to. But I feel like when they do see you but they can't do anything, it kind of causes them some distress. So they almost feel like they have it together a little bit more. But I do feel here with the Seven of Inspiration that they are trying to gather up the courage, okay? They're feeling more and more courageous about coming towards you, okay? Because it's like they have all of this desire, and it's like they can't contain it anymore. I mean, even look at this image, you know, how she's sort of there with her arms splayed, sort of almost feeling like I'm seeing her trying to hold everything together. It's like if she let go, she feels like it would all collapse. So it's like she's in this very strong energy right now. But I do get a sense of tiredness, which I don't usually get from this card, but That's just the sense I'm getting. So they're tired, but they're still holding it together, and their passion is still burning very strongly within them. So I'm just going to look at what their intentions or their actions are going to be moving forward. Okay, we've got 4 of materials, 8 of materials, 6 of inspiration. Okay, yeah. Oops, not the camera. So, yeah, this is just going to be annoying, and I'm sorry to say, but it is what it is. It just feels at the moment that I just don't see them taking any action. Now, this is just in the immediate, okay? Again, we're looking right now. I think some people might think, oh, that means for a month, whatever. Like, no, this is immediately. It doesn't mean like tomorrow, the next day, that something isn't going to change, okay? But it does feel like there are physical things, again, that need to be taken care of first here, because I see that your person is still either like holding on to something very tightly, or maybe even someone is trying to hold on to them very tightly. And I sense that, yeah, there's something to do with they're not able to put in the effort towards you right now. Now, for some of you, it may be that, you know, you need to approach them. And I know a lot of people won't like me to say that either, but again, it is what it is. That's just the way of it. But, so, you know, if you feel like the opportunity is there, you feel strong enough to do it, it may be. Sometimes it's better to get something over and done with, so you can relax. But other times it's about patience and divine timing. And I do sense for you, Group 1, it's more about that, and just waiting until some of these things are figured out, because I feel once they are, then I feel like your person is going to come towards you, okay? Yeah, or you're going to get some kind of signal, and I feel like the signal would be very clear, to let you know it's okay to approach them, or something that's very like obvious where you feel like, I'm not going to get rejected, I just know. Okay, so yeah, definitely I feel like the communication is coming, but at this time it just feels like, yeah, they're not able to put in the effort or the work right now, because yeah, they are focused. I see this again, this moving energy, this stopping and starting. So again, it's like they have to focus on these things first. So yeah, I just see them getting into this energy where they're like, okay, this is taken care of. They might be quite analytical in some ways. Yeah, and I feel like they're almost, yeah, methodical. Like they're thinking, okay, like they've got a checklist of things before they approach you. Before I approach my pile 1, I need to, I don't know, clean out the garage, or I need to have moved from here to here, or changed my job, or whatever the things, you know, these things on their list are, big or small. I feel like they've got a certain amount of things that they want to feel like they've got in place before they then approach you. Okay, so lastly, we're just going to look at some of these other random ones that I created. I changed to a different container to see if it's a bit easier. Okay, and let's see what we got. Okay, first house, almost there. Exciting times ahead. Colleagues, love yourself, and long hair. Okay, so yeah, long hair could be very specific. You may have long hair, they may do as well. But I also feel like with long hair, there's something to do with intuition, because, I mean, again, depending on what your beliefs are, but I do personally believe, and after reading some information about it, that, you know, long hair it's like our antennas, our hair. And so if it's long, then you can, you know, feel more or faster. There was a story about, I think they were fighters in the East, and about cutting their hair and then not cutting some of their hair, and then seeing who could react quicker. Anyway, so I'm not going to go into all of that. I'm just outlining it, so if you do want to look that up, because it is really interesting. I found it really interesting. So yeah, feel free to look that up if you're interested. Okay, but colleagues, yeah, so this makes sense that you would be colleagues, okay, with this energy, like that you see them, somebody that you see regularly, but you don't necessarily interact on an emotional level. And also it's a place where a lot of times people fall in love, because it's seeing someone regularly. That's how attraction builds. So someone you might just walk past in the street, you might not even take a second glance at, but if you're working with someone every single day and spending time with them, then, you know, feelings can grow as you connect in whatever form, and if you're meant to be. And obviously it's a lot of the time it's the place that we spend either the most time or a lot of our time. So again, it's the likelihood and the odds of where you might meet someone. So yeah, that could be the case. But again, it might be that, you know, you go into their place of work, or they come into your place of work. If you provide services, etc., you know, there could be a client or whatever. Okay, so there could be some kind of work connection here. Or maybe even in the past. Okay, maybe you knew each other before, you met through colleagues. Okay, some kind of, yeah, work connection. First house, yeah, I mean, again, that's quite a self-involved house. So yeah, I feel like this is in terms of your person. I feel like they are very self-focused right now. They're focused on themselves and maybe even their appearance. But I do also get that that's a very strong binding factor for the two of you, is your physical appearances and how you are attracted. So maybe that you're quite similar. Studies have shown that people tend to be more attracted to people that have similar facial structure, etc., to them. So yeah, there could be some similarities in your physical appearance, or again, like I said earlier, in the way that you dress. There could be some synchronicities even. But yeah, I hope that these messages are encouraging for you, because we've got almost there, and love yourself and exciting times ahead. So yeah, almost there, I feel like it's telling you that, yeah, you may have been waiting a long time. And again, patience, you have been very patient. But just know that you are almost there. So it may be that you're feeling like giving up right now. Okay, and maybe that is, maybe you need to relinquish or surrender to this, okay? And I think that this is where you need to, yeah, focus your love into yourself. And again, for some of you, that may be what you're already doing, focusing all that love and attention you were giving to them, even if this was just energetically or telepathically. But not to say you can't send them love, but to limit yourself more and put that into yourself. And the more you do that, I feel like that's when the excitement is going to come. It's like you're really close. So again, this is the time, yeah, I'm going to focus on me. Like they're getting their ducks in a row, I can do the same here. I can focus all that stuff on me. So when this does come to fruition, I feel prepared, I feel ready, and I can also relax. Because, you know, when you come together, you're going to want to spend a lot of time with one another, and you don't want to be thinking about annoying details that you could have figured out beforehand. Yeah? Okay. And we're in Virgo season right now. And obviously this is a timeless reading, so you might not be watching this in Virgo season, but regardless, it'll be Virgo energy that's coming through this reading right now. And Virgo is about focusing on the details, not looking at the bigger picture. You know, that kind of stuff can wait. Okay, when this excitement comes in, you can think about the bigger picture then. This is a time to focus on you, focus on the details, the smaller details of things, organizing or cleaning, or your physical health or your body, okay, or your other relationships and nurturing those. Okay. So I think I'm going to leave that there. I do hope that this resonates with you, and please let me know down in the comments below if it does, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And for personal readings, please check the description box below. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 2 and the moon card, we're going to look at how your person feels, thinks, and their intentions for you. Okay, and just remember, this is their current energy. So their thoughts and feelings and intentions will and can and will change moving forwards, because they're always in flux. Nothing stays exactly the same. Okay, so even if this isn't the answer you want today, things may be very different tomorrow or in a week's time. It only takes 1 second for something to change. All right. So I'm already sensing there's an air of mystery about how they feel about you right now. Or maybe that's just being uncovered because we've got happy. All right. But yeah, definitely something mysterious with that moon energy, and there is an emotional connection I feel that they have for you. Okay, it's Pisces, Cancer energy coming through, so you may resonate with those signs. Your person may do as well. Okay, but yeah, your person is pretty elated. I would feel like they may even be in a bit of a fantasy land. I feel like they're yeah, they're kind of on cloud 9, so it doesn't feel like they're very much grounded in reality over here. Yet over here we've got by the book and the number 11, so yeah, it's divine counterpart energy coming through. But there's something about being very traditional or doing something in a conventional way. Okay, something to do with like family, or following things yeah, by the book. Okay, so whether this is with you or whether they already have family connections or ties elsewhere, I just feel like they're a very traditional person, and yeah, it's like they want to take one step at a time. So definitely some conflicting energy with this kind of happy, elated, fantastical energy, and then this traditional, conventional, strict, maybe even limited at times. This is giving me Saturnian vibes. Okay, so I don't know if your person has some strong Capricorn energy, or if there's Capricorn energy surrounding your connection as well. So let's take a look at the native spirit. Medicine bag. Okay. Sacred mountain. It's definitely a lot of earth and, yeah, lots of earth and water. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Aquarius, not Aquarius. I mean, it could be Aquarius now I've said it. Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. So yeah, it might be that those are strong signs that you two may share or coincide in some way in your chart synastry. Okay, but yeah, it feels like so there's a lot of emotional energy that they feel for you, but there's also a lot of grounded energy. So yeah, I do feel like they do want something that's grounded, but with medicine bag, I feel like there's, yeah, I don't know if your person is going through some health issues right now, and maybe they're focusing on medicines. This could be kind of self-medicating as well with other things. Yeah, I just feel like, there's, so far not got any fire. I'm not seeing much fire here. Like so maybe there's just no action happening right now, but there's definitely emotion. And there's definitely something very physical. So you may work together. I don't know. Maybe you met outdoors. Maybe you've been outdoors, or maybe something to do with this. Animals are coming through as well. Maybe there's an animal connection. Maybe there feels like there's this primal connection between the two of you. Okay, we've got we've got three. We'll take these. So Perpetua, the saint of authenticity. I am my authentic self in all my circumstances. Hadagia, the mother of believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. And Diana, queen of the wilderness, the language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. Yeah, so again, so much strong earth energy coming through. So yeah, I feel like maybe your person does have this vibe of, so maybe they have like a Pisces moon or a Mercury or something, or Aquarius perhaps, but where they're dreamy and, you know, they think about you, maybe it's like their escapism as well. So maybe like you're their escapism from the physical, okay? So maybe that they are a very grounded person. They're always focused on work or focused on finances, or maybe there's someone who's always busy, like they're always doing something. I just feel like they're not often just kind of sitting still. Even though we've got the mountain, which is a very still like energy. So maybe they do, and maybe this is more about them being still towards you, maybe not really coming towards you. But it feels like just because they're not coming towards you doesn't mean that there's nothing going on. I do feel like there's something going on here specifically, yeah, either with their health or that, again, they might be self-medicating through their emotions, okay? They could be channeling through their emotions. I feel like your person is actually very empathic, but they may shut that down at times. I feel like they may go in circles and they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. They're like in this amazing place and they think about you, then they come down to reality. Okay, but yeah, just, what was that came through a second ago? It may even be that maybe you speak and you have conversation, but again, it's about very like mundane things. This could even be like a neighbor or somebody that you just run into, like a friend, or yeah, it just feels like there's not a lot of, you know, like spark or passion or anything that's coming through in terms of, you know, what's actually happening here. So again, it doesn't mean that they don't feel it, but it just feels like, yeah, just things are very still, okay? But they still have this intense optimism about your connection. So what else can you tell us about their thoughts and feelings? And then we'll look at their intentions. Okay, so 5 of inspiration. Okay, so yeah, so finally we've got some fire coming through. I knew it was here. I just feel, yeah, it may just be that this person has such a strong facade, like they just have this massive wall up. So you would never really know, even though you might feel it. Okay, right, yeah, so more fire. So 9 of wands, 5 of wands, and then 9 of materials, 9 of coins reversed. Okay, so there is this sense of, I don't know, there's some codependency here. I don't know if this is to do with another situation, because this could be like a divorce energy, or about an event that was cancelled perhaps, or Or this could be about moving out, okay? If they were cohabiting with someone, there could be a moving out. But it's something about a unity that is no more, okay? Again, that's either come to an end or, or is about to, perhaps. And there's just, someone is holding on to something, and it may be about finances. So maybe that's also why they're trying to get things together. They're trying to make as much money as they can. But it may be as well about their job, if they could be going through job issues or changing over jobs. I just feel like something feels like they want to escape. They feel there's conflict here, okay? I feel like they are very conflicted about how they feel about you too. I feel like they are very passionate now. Okay, the passion is coming through. This is attraction, and it may even feel there could be a bit of a fight for you. So I don't know if they just hold you in such high esteem. They feel like you have all of these other options, or like you could be with anybody you want. Like, why would you even want them? That could be what's going on here as well. Like, they might have to fight to get your attention, especially if you kind of stonewall them and don't really give them anything. So they may feel like it's a fight to get to know you or to get close to you in some way. And it may even be that they feel needy about you. They could feel like they need your attention, they need your love, but they just don't have that outer confidence just yet to express and open up to you. So I'm just going to look at their intentions for you now. What are their intentions for you moving forwards? Four of Materials. So it has a slight similarity to Group 1, especially with that that's come through. Ugh. Yeah, definitely. Okay, but that's good. All right, so Four of Materials, Hanged, Muse, and the Knight of Voices. So yeah, it definitely, this is what I was seeing actually a second ago with that holding on to something. Again, Four of Materials just reconfirms that basically, because it's the energy of holding on to something very tightly. And again, it could be about physical matters. They're trying to hold on to their money. It could even be they're trying to hold on to their self-esteem or their reputation. They're definitely holding on to something with a tight grip. And this is where they feel stuck, okay? They're in this stuck energy. They don't feel like they can come towards you until they move out of this energy. Once something has become unstuck, okay? So again, this could be someone or something that's stuck to them. This could even be like debts, okay? Or a past or an ex-partner or whatever. But something is like, I'm just almost seeing like a leech, and that's how they feel. Like something's like a leech on them, and they're trying to just remove it. And once they feel like, and I don't mean any disrespect if this is a person, but yeah, that's just the image that I see, and they're trying to remove it, but it feels like something is sucking them dry. So that's definitely a block when it comes to you. But however, the saving grace is the Knight of Voices, okay, which is the Knight of Communication, okay? It's air energy now, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and that's what we were missing as well, the thoughts and communication and the fire. So they're coming through. It just feels like, oh, maybe it's been a bit of a hard slog with this person. Maybe it's been quite some time. It's moving at a snail's pace. Okay, but with this knight, I mean, you can see even in this image, okay, it's a unicorn that is flying, or like Pegasus, okay, it's flying, through the air, and there's another moon there as well. So I sense that it's going to come at night time, maybe like late at night, or early in the morning. You might receive, maybe even at sunrise or sunset, with this beautiful orange image. So those could be times as well, but I feel like they're going to come through, and reach out to you and say something to you. So they do intend on communicating with you, but they just know that they're going to wait until, well, it's weird because it's like they're stuck, and then suddenly, so something may just spark them. Okay, it might be something you do, it might be something external, but something kind of lights something within them that they feel like they have to just reach out and communicate to you. Okay, at late at night, I wonder what that could be. Okay, I was just going to look at some of these messages as well. What have we got? A couple more. All right. We've got the 8th house, the 11th house, fashion designer, 4th house, all these houses. Okay. Intellectual conversations, Reiki healer, sense of humor, journalist. So there's a lot of writing here. Intellectual, journalist, sense of humor. It's lots to do with talking and speaking. So yeah, if you're not in communication right now, this is a very clear sign that you are going to be very soon, okay? And it may be, yeah, someone is a very smooth talker, I feel. And again, that might be both of you. And it may be your person like writes something to you that, you know, could be written by a professional journalist. I mean, but these could be very literal. You could be a journalist, they could be, or fashion designer. You know, these could be very literal things too. And oh yes, of course, Reiki healer too. But I feel like, yeah, your sense of humours and your intellectual compatibility is what really binds you to one another and draws you like magnets to one another. So again, whether you've spoken to this person or not, regularly or not, it just feels like those are two things that are going to be really important to you. Okay, with the 8th house, it's the 8th house of secrets. Okay, so it does feel like there's an element of secrecy, again, either to the way that they feel and expressing that, or vice versa. Or something about this relationship may be secret, or may start off as a secret. It may just be that you don't voice it to your friends and family, or to you know, anyone else who's around. I just feel like it might be that you'll just enjoy it as the two of you. And then with the 4th house, which is the house of home, and it's the Cancer energy as well. So yeah, I feel like maybe that's what you'll do. You'll spend a lot of time at home with one another, especially as there's all this earth energy. It may be that you build a home together, or that's something that, you know, you want to start thinking about. So yeah, it may be that you're both kind of introverted and you just want to be with one another. So which is really sweet and nice, you know, that you just get to know one another in the comfort of your own homes, you know. But then as a nice contrast, we've got the 11th house, which is the house of friends and society. So it's very much the opposite of the 4th house. You know, it's very much about being out there in large groups of people. So again, that might be an indication of where you meet as well. Maybe you do meet in a large crowd, especially if that's something unusual for you, and something rebellious as well. It's Aquarius energy, so it could be, yeah, that either, I don't know, you're both a little rebellious in a way, or you have very similar beliefs about something, or, you know, you're both very humanitarian, like to do things for other people, very charitable, or into sort of animal rights or welfare. That could be something that connects you as well. But also with 8th house, we've got astrology, you know, the deep, dark mysteries of things. It's also rules sex as well. So there could be an intense sexual connection that you two have. But it feels really nice, like it'll take its time, and it's a slow burner. But once it gets started, it's going to be really grounded. And I feel like it has that longevity of something that could last for a very long time. But you know, each to their own. Each relationship, of course, is going to be very, very different to one another. But it feels like it's going to be off to a good start anyway. Okay, so anyway, I hope that this resonates with you. And please let me know down in the comments below if it does. And please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 3 and you're drawn to the Justice card, the card of Libra. Okay, so that may be an indication of what's to come, or how your person is feeling, thinking, and what their intentions are. But let's take a look. Your person's thoughts, feelings, and intentions for you. Okay. Oh, okay, so we've got not for you. Happy, happy. Oh my God, that one came out earlier as well. Clean it up. Okay. Weird. I feel like I'm going to need some more clarification here, actually. Okay. I'm going to get some native spirit. Nature spirits. We've got lots of earth energy coming through. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Answering the call. Okay. I do feel, yeah, your person does want to talk to you. Okay, there's something about the way that they feel that makes them really happy. Okay, so that's something really positive. Okay, they definitely feel kind of elated when they think about you, or they just feel like they're in a good mood when they're around you. Okay, or when you pop into their mind, which is a really nice and sweet energy. Okay, but with the Libra card and the Justice energy, now this could be either for some of you that they're already in a relationship with someone, okay? But this could also be, and hopefully more likely, that this is what they're wanting with you. They're wanting something stable. They're wanting something fair and balanced, and, you know, getting into an actual relationship that maybe even involves a contract, okay? So it could even be about marriage, okay? It could be that marriage is involved in this connection in some way. But yeah, I feel like that's definitely something that they are thinking about. So they're thinking about marriage. And again, you'll know, you know, if if you're married or they're married, to other people, then, you know, it might be something that's something that they're considering, okay? But if you know that you're both unattached, then, you know, again, you can take that as a positive sign that that's something that they're considering you to be relationship material, okay? The only thing I find strange is with the not for you card, okay, that there's something about this, not for you. Now, this could be a message for some of you that this connection isn't for you, okay, or this isn't for you right now. It could be. It might be something that makes you feel like you're happy, and nothing wrong with that. Obviously, anything that makes you feel happy is great. But again, I feel like it's thinking about the long term here. So again, this might not be about this isn't for you. It may be that this is a timing issue, okay? But it may be as well, like if they are connected with someone else, it could be that that other person isn't for them. Or that if you're connected with more than one person, that another person isn't involved, or is not for you, okay? So you've got to take that how it may resonate, okay? But yeah, answering the call, I feel like there is a call. There is a call about the two of you wanting to come together, but this could also be very literal, like, excuse me, like one of you calls the other one, like late at night or something, or they're feeling like picking up the phone and calling you. And I feel like it's more about a call, like speaking over the phone, or speaking face to face rather than through like an instant message. That's my sense with this person. So maybe they want to text you as well, but I just get this sense they want to hear your voice and they want that instant reply rather than sort of throwing out a text and then having to, you know, go through the agony of waiting. I almost feel like they just want to get that instant, like, hello, you there? Can we talk? That's what I'm feeling with this person. They definitely want to do that. They could be quite focused on something to do with like cleaning or Virgo kind of activities, organizing or work, you know, providing a service of some kind. It could be they're also in some kind of preparation as well, preparation for this unity between the two of you, or preparation of removing themselves from a different situation. Because with justice, this could also be about some other kind of contract. It doesn't have to be a relationship energy. It could be that they are changing jobs, they're signing a new contract, and in some way that they've got to focus on that, or they're factoring in, okay, whatever this potential contract is or relationship, they're factoring it in their thoughts and feelings about you, okay? Wow, so we've got Knave of Wands, Seven of Swords, the Magician, okay. So this person definitely feels very passionately towards you, okay? And I feel like they want to come in, and I feel like they want to come in quite quickly, and yeah, very energetically. Like I feel like they want to move fast with you. So yeah, either move really quickly towards you and start something, or if they start something with you, they'd want to, you know, get to a physical level very quickly. So I sense that they are very driven by their passions. Okay, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, take it how it resonates. But what I will say with this person, because with Seven of Swords and all of these in combination, Magician, there is this energy of deception here. Okay, so again, I don't know whether this is deceptive towards you or deceptive towards someone else. Even possible self-deception here. Now, it's not all bad. Magician is in the upright position, so definitely better than if it was reversed. I always sense this person likes to get their way, and I feel like they do get their way a lot of the time. So they might be sort of naturally very lucky, or you know, whatever. They're just very good at attracting what they want. So I almost feel like that's what they're doing with you as well. So they might be manifesting you or working with law of attraction, or whatever it is they're doing. I feel like they're very focused on attaining you in some way. Okay, but just be careful with that energy. If they're in that energy of I just want to attain you, so I feel like I've conquered you, and that's, you know, coming from the ego, and it's not coming from that loving, genuine place of authenticity, which is what you would want and need from them in terms of having a relationship with them. But again, it depends on what you're wanting. But it does show here with the Seven of Swords that they can be deceptive and they can be quite calculating. And again, it's not necessarily negative. Sometimes it's a positive if they're trying not to hurt someone's feelings, and they're trying to be tactful. You know, they may feel like they need to be tactical in order to be tactful in this situation. Okay. Okay, so let me just look what their intentions are for you. Okay, so we've got the Muse of Voices. Okay, they definitely want to communicate with you. Okay, so they do want to have some kind of a chat with you. yeah, and again, I just feel like they're really inspired by your voice, by your speaking voice. So there might be something that's really alluring about your voice or the way that you speak, the language you use, or your accent maybe, but something that they really, really like. Okay, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so now that's different. That's some slow moving action. So yeah, their feelings and their intentions are conflicting right now because they feel like they want to come bursting in towards you. And I do feel they are working on it, but it's behind the scenes. Whereas with their intentions, it feels like they are slowing down, or they're going to take their time here. Okay, so definitely now it's like slow moving action, and this might be just really kind of irritating, or like, why can't you just, you know, be authentic? If that's what you want, then can you just come towards me? But yeah, something about them is having to slow down right now because, yeah, with Four of Cups, I do sense they feel like they may miss an opportunity to be with you if they're not careful. So it may even be that they've had to slow themselves down. If they're feeling all of this energy to come towards you, they may feel like that will scare you off. So it may be that they're having to slow down so they can gather themselves before they approach you. So they're not coming in this kind of boundless fire energy. And so they can come in more of a grounded and earth type energy. For some of you, they might be going through some kind of conflict with the Five of Inspiration. And I feel this is, yeah, actually, this is a conflict of how they feel towards their intentions, okay? So I just almost sense that they may lose that fight. So they may end up just, yeah, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Like, I just feel like they're just going to kind of lose control, and that's when they're just going to pick up the phone and call you. So it may just come like out of the blue. For some of you, it could be like a text or something. But I just feel for a lot of you, it's going to be like a call, or even it's face to face, like it'll just kind of come from nowhere. And they'll say something to you, or they'll take some action that will kind of give you a little bit of clarity as to sort of where you stand with them. But yeah, it just feels like a kind of snap decision. It's like they've been fighting this, you know, stopping themselves from approaching you or coming towards you. And then it's like, yeah, something about them, they lose it. And then that's when they come towards you. But really they're winning when they do that because they're being true to themselves. So I'm just going to pick a couple of these random messages. Oh my God. Oh, that's quite a few. Okay, so we've got Don't Wait, the 8th house, the 11th house. This one came out last time. Hairdresser. Some of these jobs may apply, they may not. They may be very literal or not. I Miss Your Face, lawyer, IT consultant, family, speak your truth. Yes, okay. So again, where's that lawyer energy? Very much the same as the Justice card. So it might be that they're having to have some kind of legal intervention, or they've got to hire a lawyer in their life right now in some connection. It could be also to do with their family, or that they're focused on family. But I do also sense that they're quite a family-orientated person. So again, you might recognize things in your person from some of these messages that, you know, I feel like just family is important to them. And maybe that's why they also don't want to rush. Like, they want to take their time. Yeah, with IT, so I don't know, again, these could be their jobs, hairdresser, surgeon, IT consultant. It could be that they're very sort of intellectual, online, maybe they're good with IT communications. It could be how you meet as well, or how you met through, you could have met online perhaps as well, or going to get your hair cut, okay? But it may be as well that hair is just a big thing. Maybe you really love their hair, or they really love your hair, and that stands out in some form. And surgeon, yeah, maybe, I don't know, one of you might be having surgery. But surgeon, I always see the Scorpio energy in surgeon. And I just feel like, yeah, it may be that there's this sense of being very detail orientated, but being obsessive perhaps as well, because 8th house is Scorpio's house as well, which is the house of secrets, mysteries, sex, astrology, all of that kind of sort of dark stuff, the underworld, right? So yeah, it may be that they're kind of into that stuff. Maybe you know that, maybe you don't. Maybe you've had conversations about it, maybe you haven't, but it feels like there's definitely something that's secretive, and that creates a little bit of excitement here, I feel. And with the 11th house is Aquarius house, so which is about people, big groups of people, humanitarian efforts, animal welfare, society as a whole, rebelliousness. So there could be something rebellious about your connection, or that you met in a big, large group of people or something, or there's something that's unconventional about your relationship, okay? I just think that's really sweet. I Miss Your Face. So yeah, they really, maybe you did see each other regularly. Maybe you're in sort of separation right now and they miss seeing your face. So yeah, something to do with, you know, maybe if one of you, if you've known each other a while or whatever, and there's been ups and downs, maybe one of you blocked one another. You know how it might, like, a profile picture might disappear if you've been blocked, or vice versa. So that could also be what that is. That just came to me then. And yeah, so speak your truth and don't wait. Okay, so if you are feeling like that way, that you need to say something to them, and you feel like, what is there really holding you back? Okay, and most likely fear of being rejected. But I feel, you know, this is about your person and how they feel, not about how you feel about them. Even though the energies can cross over, this is what we're looking at here. I'm just, you know, letting you know that might be, you know, it depends who's watching this, and if someone's traditional, if this was a female-male relationship, and maybe the female's like, I want to wait for the male, or vice versa. It doesn't matter how it works, right? It's just, that's why I have to give both scenarios, okay? Because one of you has to take action, right? Okay, it's not always going to be the other person that has to come towards you. So, you know, that might be a message for you. If you've been feeling like taking action, then maybe it is the time, or maybe the time is coming up, but it does say don't wait. So it might not be like do it right now, but maybe if you feel compelled to do something in the moment and it just kind of comes from nowhere, that's usually as a sign. If it comes from your gut, it depends what type of authority you have. If you have emotional authority, you may feel a sudden rush of emotion that you need to do something. But it may be that you also need to sort of sit with those feelings, sleep on it first before making that choice. Okay, but either way, if you feel compelled to do something, I just feel like that's something maybe you need to do. But I just feel that's also your person's energy. And with all the other things that have come through about answering the call and all that stuff, I feel like your person, that's what they want to do. They want to speak their truth to you. And I feel like they don't want to wait to tell you how they feel. So even though I feel like they are waiting, because there's that slowing energy, there's obviously potential legal matters or contractual issues they're having to kind of wrap up here. So they don't want to wait, they do want to speak their truth. And again, it may be that they can't wait anymore. Again, something sparks them, triggers them, where they just pick up the phone, call you out the blue, and then you finally get the clarity that you need from them, okay? So I do hope that this resonates with you. So please let me know down in the comments below if it does, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. Okay, and if you'd like a personal reading, check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care.